Someone asked me this question: how do I use high-speed sync? So apparently, according to this person, when you use a shutter speed that passed over 2/50th of a second, half of the image turns black. So he said, what could be the solution? Now, the solution to this is for you to use high-speed sync. Now, before I explain further and show you how to use high-speed sync, make sure the flash you are using support high-speed sync. It's very important, all right? Now, for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Godox V1 speed light because it supports high-speed sync. And also, I'm going to be using the Godox AD600BM because it also supports high-speed sync. Alright? Before I show you how to set up high-speed sync on your flash, let me tell you the reason why your images have dark. The reason why that is happening is because there's not enough time for light to pass through a sensor because you're using a high shutter speed. That is why you have to use a flash that supports high-speed sync. Now, let me show you how you can do that. So this is my camera. I'm using the Nikon Z5. So let me just turn my camera on. So you can see my settings right now is 1/200 of a second, f4.8, and ISO 500. Alright, so I'm just going to take a picture of this light right here so you can see. I'm going to take a picture like this. Alright, so this is the picture. So what I'll do next, I'm just going to take my shutter speed to 1/8000 of a second. Like you can see, everything is black. Sometimes the shutter speed might not pass this 1/200 of a second or 1/250th of a second. Now to fix that, just come to your menu and come to your custom settings right here. Once you come to your custom settings, come to this, your bracketing and flash right here. And just come to this, your flash speed sync and put it to this auto. So if it's on 1/200, just change to this auto right here. And it's going to go up from 1/250 or 1/200 of a second to 1/8000 of a second. So let's just put it at 1/3000 of a second. Let's just make everywhere dark. Now you can see right now the scene is dark. So if I take a picture of this light again, so let's take a picture and see. So I'm going to take a picture of this light again. And you can see this scene is dark. So this is the first one we took. And this is the second one we took. So I'll leave the settings on the screen so you can see the settings. Now with high-speed sync, even if you are using a shutter speed of 1/4000 of a second, you can actually get your scene to look bright using a flash. Now let me show you how you can set your flash with the high-speed sync. So let's start with this V1 flash right here. If I just turn it on and put it on my camera, so I'm going to put it on top of my camera like this. And just switch it back to the default like this. And if I on my camera, automatically it's going to turn on high-speed sync for me because this flash supports high-speed sync. So if I just take a picture right now, let's take a picture so you can see. And you can see how bright the image is looking. Now if you look at this part of the flash, you can see this high-speed sync symbol is turned on because we are using high-speed sync. This flash will automatically detect that the camera is on high-speed sync as automatically going to switch because this flash right here supports high-speed sync. So if you take a picture with this flash, even if you use a shutter speed as 1/5000 of a second, you are still going to have a clear image. So let's take another picture so you can see. So you're still going to have a properly exposed image as you can see. Now what if you don't want to use your flash on top of your camera? You want to use it as a strobe light. So you have to use a trigger. So let's just put this trigger right here on my camera now. Okay. I'm going to put my trigger on my camera and just turn this flash back on and turn my camera on and turn this trigger on. So I'm going to turn on this trigger. So our camera is on and our trigger is on. Now to set this trigger to sync with this flash, I'm just going to click on this Z icon right here. Once I click on it, just going to switch. So once I have this orange light, I'll know my trigger is synced to this one. So all I have to do is set the group and the channel to fit my trigger. So if I press my trigger right now, this flash is going to trigger as you can see. And once I connect this trigger to this my flash right here, if you look at my camera settings right here, you can see my shutter speed does not go above 1/200 of a second. The maximum my shutter speed can go right now is 1/200 of a second. And that is because I've not on the high-speed sync of my flash. To do that, I'll come to my menu right here, click on the menu, and just look for the sync. So I'll come to this sync right here. This sync right here, click on set, and just turn on this high speed sync right here, which is this thunder mark and this H right here. So this is the sign for high speed sync. So once I select it, I'm going to click on set right here. Now if I come back to my camera settings and I click on my shutter speed, you can see right now it can go above 1/200 of a second. It can go up to 8,000, 1/8000 of a second, because we've turned on high speed sync for our trigger. So right now if I take a picture, I'm going to get a bright image. I'm not going to get an underexposed image. So let's just take a picture right now so you can see. So I'm just going to take a picture right now. So this is the picture. So if this image is too dark, what you can do, you can just come to your trigger and just increase the power of your lights. I want to take this power of my lights to about 1/68 of a second. I'm going to save it. Then I'll take that same picture again with the same settings so you can see the difference. So I'm going to take a picture right now. So you can see it now, it's overexposed. So what I can do, I can increase the power of my lights, or I can come to my shutter speed. Since I'm using high speed sync, I can just take it up even more. So let's take it to about 4,000 of a second. So let's take a picture right now. I'm just going to put this flash like this. All right. So let's take a picture right now. So you can see it's underexposed right now compared to this one that is overexposed. And if you feel it's too underexposed, you can just come to your shutter speed and just take it down to about 2/50th of a second, or increase the power of your strobe. So let's see the before and after. So you can see this one right here is more exposed than this one right here. So you can just increase the power of your lights with this trigger right here, or reduce your shutter speed and increase your shutter speed. So that's how it works. Now that you know how to set high speed sync to a speed light, let me show you how you can do the same thing using the Godox AD600. If I turn on my camera, you can see right now my shutter speed also does not go more than 1/200 of a second, because high speed sync is turned off. Now to turn on high speed sync for a Godox AD600BM, it's super easy. All you have to do is click on this high speed sync icon right here. I'm just going to turn high speed sync on. But that's not all. You also have to turn on high speed sync for your trigger as well, because right now if I try to trigger it, it's not going to show high speed sync. The settings is still going to be the same. So let's take a picture right now. Let's see and compare the before and after. So this is the picture. You can see it's blown out. You cannot see any details because of the flash power. So to turn on high speed sync, let's come back to our menu. So click on menu right here and come to your sync and just click on set and just set it to high speed sync like this. All right, so click on menu again to hide that. Now we have a high speed sync. Now from here, I'm going to come to my AD600 again and just turn on high speed sync like this. Now let's snap and see if we can properly expose the image. So you can see right now, if you just look at my camera settings, you can see the shutter speed can go up to 8,000 of a second. Now let's properly expose this. Let's use 4,000 and see the before and after. All right, so let's take a picture right now and see. If I just take a picture, let's see. You can see it's no longer blown out. So this is the first one without high speed sync, and this one is with high speed sync. If you feel it's too much, you can raise the power of your lights like I said earlier, or you can just take your high speed sync up. So let's take it to about 6,400 of a second and just take a picture. All right, so let's see. You can see right now. Let's take it to about 8,000. Let's see. All right, so the maximum for my shutter speed is 8,000. So let's take a picture and see. This is 8,000 shutter speed. I think this is 6,000 shutter speed. This is 4,000 shutter speed, I think. And this one right here is without high speed sync. All right, with high speed sync, with high speed sync, without high speed sync. And that is how you can use high speed sync to go above your default shutter speed without having some part of your image look dark or having that dark vignette your image. So like I said earlier, the most important thing is for you to use the flash that support high speed sync. That is the most important thing. Hope you find this video useful and helpful. And if you want to learn more about scale retouching, check out this video right here. See you guys in the next one. Stay close.